Hey, I'm on time this time. Happy December 24th, 2017. An adventurous stream where we play Kingdom of Loathing, a dirty joke and stickman-based game. I'm your host in an invasion of personal space known as McNally 86. Tomorrow we're going to go back to streaming later in the day instead of a half hour before server reset. It'll be an hour before server reset so I can make the time. Ethan is not here today because he has Crimbo to deal with at home. Speaking of which, I tried to hold off starting this episode because I have family that are for sure they're going to walk in and go, "Hey, what you doing?" Even though I told them what I'm doing, and they know what I'm doing, and they know not to do that. So that's awesome. I'm glad. So you guys will get to meet some people. Danny Man has covered my cottage toilet paper and puffed some smoke in my direction. Someone's in on your game, Ponotato. Alright, let's check the where is it? The smoke will be a message. S. Yes, indeed. Of all the messages to send, S is certainly one of them. Use prismatic damage on the boss like cilantro. Okay. Well, thank you for just telling me the answer. How was I supposed to know? By the way, the main prize for Crimbo will be on rollover. Also, in case I don't stream before New Year starts, if you take your pants off before New Year's and spend the rollover without pants, you get a special trophy. So, there you go. I only had one puff of smoke. I didn't realize you needed one per letter. Alright, so let's find out what's happening with Crimbo today. And let's check in with Tammy. Alright. So Tammy's 10. Oh, hey, Tammy says listlessly. One of the R&D guys had a thing for you. Message. Whatever. Probably not important. Really, you ask? What? One of the machines started making a bunch of noises or something. Something about the building that looks like a stupid mime head. The corks or particles or whatever, going off the whatever. He said it was probably either nothing or dumb or both. I'm going back to bed. Boy, if this is the first episode of my stream that you've watched, what a confusing episode. So we're coming to an head with the mime invasion. They're attacking Christmas, and they've stolen all of the Crimbo cheer, which is why the elf is falling apart. So let's check out the R&D tent. The tent is full of industrial elves with clipboards and dictionaries that's really trying to unlock the secrets of the mime's absences of language. We need you. Turn in. Alright, so they do need a Y. I guess I'll turn in my Y. They still need some more messages. Or some letters. I wonder what the magic number is. Doesn't seem like they told me anything. I thought they had a message. Oh, was the message that... Okay, I guess the message was just go check out the thing. Alright, I'm gonna go check out the thing. Pris damage is the way to be. But I'm going to try it with whatever I got on. We'll see if I can do it. So the mime-headed building. Here we go. Let's fight the mime-headed building. Oh, I forgot they did fancy animations for this. Wow, I actually have information on it. That's weird. You're fighting the Silent Nightmare. Normally I only get the info after I've beaten the enemy once. Alright, you're fighting the Silent Nightmare. The hairs on the back of your neck raise as you approach the building. And speaking of raising, the building slowly emerges from the ground, revealing the rest of its horrific visage. Its massive, toothy maw begins to open and close like the world's largest, most off-putting ventriloquist dummy. It gets the jump on you. Bodeas smiles and cheers, and in your own voice now, his speaks inside your head. You can do this! Acquire effect Inner Elf for this adventure only, which boosts my stats quite a bit. Thank you, Elf. The silence, it pierces you. Your shoulder specifically. Ah! Take 19 hit points of damage. Alright, I'm going to hit him with a micrometeorite. So you push it into the path of micrometeorite. It winces but doesn't understand why exactly. Unfazed, your opponent attacks. The silence that pierces you, your skull specifically. 33 hit points. Can I tangle it with noodles? You conjure up a mass of sticky noodles to entangle your opponent. Your opponent struggles against your entangling noodles, but no avail. Unfazed, your opponent attacks you anyways. Silence is maddening. You bang your head against the ground just to try to hear something. Alright, I'm going to launch a mortar shell. The silence is piercing my skull again. You call forth a mortar shell and launch it into the air. Your opponent struggles to free of your entangling noodles. My stun is resisted. He attacks again. I'm going to use a New Age healing crystal. You stare at the New Age healing crystal and project all your bad vibes into it. Your opponent scoffs at your New Age nonsense, but I gain 500 hit points. There's a deafening shriek, and the mortar shell strikes the ground in front of your opponent, bursting open and showering it with baby polar bears, dealing 10 cold damage. Alright, I'm going to try using the New Age hurting crystal, and it does 10 damage of emotional trauma. I now see why you guys said that, which means my most powerful skill to use on this bad boy will be the ravioli shurikens. Alright, so let's use the ravioli shurikens. Alright, you conjure up 3 ravioli and hurl them at your opponent. The first shuriken pops on impact, showering it with sewer water, dealing 8 damage. Another shuriken strikes its head, covering it with milk, doing 4 damage. And a third shuriken bursts over its head, showering it with molten lead and dealing additional hot damage. The silence is maddening. You bang your head against the ground just to hear something. I'm doing it. Alright, more shurikens. Oh, wait. I'm not. He's got 144 hit points. Your first shuriken pops on impact, showering with gazpacho soup. Another shuriken strikes in the eye, covering with partially melted snow cone, dealing 6 damage. And a third shuriken bursts over its head, showering with hair oil, dealing additional 6 sleaze damage. Alright, so am I actually going to kill this fast enough? I'm not sure. Let's just keep hurling shurikens at it and see if I'll kill it fast enough before it kills me. New Age healing crystal. Yeah, I'm doing it. Alright. You conjure up 3 ravioli and hurl them at your opponent. The first shuriken pops on impact, showering it with toilet water, dealing 6 stench damage. Another shuriken strikes in the eye, covering it with unholy water and dealing 6 spooky. The third shuriken bursts over its head with 2% milk, dealing 4% damage. You win the fight, and people are yelling at me from the other room because they frickin' forgot I have things to do. I told you this is going to happen. With an anguished and outraged howl, I mean, you can't actually hear anything, but it certainly feels like the monstrosity is howling. You definitely get the impression of anguish and outrage. The tentacled behemoth staggers backwards. In its thrashing, it knocks a large chunk of masonry out of the mime's dark tower on the back where it isn't visible in the picture, revealing the structure is almost entirely a shell housing a huge array of batteries and transmitters and antennas. Red and green sparks spray the air, and one of the batteries suddenly explodes with kaboom! That sounds twice as loud due to the broken silence. Crimbo cheer rushes back into the atmosphere like a soft, warm tsunami, and the ancient god, or whatever it is, begins to shake and thrash even harder until it suddenly vibrates itself right out of the universe with a soft pop. So that's Crimbo saved once again. Go you. There's still a lot of mimes around, so you can just beat them up at your leisure. Alright. So there are mimes I still have to fight, but I've done it. I've defeated the Crimbo monstrosity. So let's check on Tammy and see if she's feeling a bit better now that I've saved Christmas cheer. Or sorry, Crimbo cheer. I forgot it's non-denominational. Alright, hey Tammy. Tammy is dancing around her tent playing her tambourine to beat the band. She flashes you a grin of gratitude as you walk in, then gets right back to it. What's Tammy's tent doing? That's just all she's doing. Alright, the R&D tent. They still need help, so I could farm letters. They still need letters. They're probably really close on some of these letters. It seems to be 99,030, or 9,930 is the sweet spot that they need for letters. I don't have the meat to be thrown around on that. I gotta buy my skill books. So I'm gonna go check out how much the skill books are. Also, my meat jumped up a bit more since this morning. All right, well, this is the most money I've ever had, and now time to spend that meat. Oh, they were called Mime. Mime. All right. So I'm going to buy skill books the best I can. So we're going to buy the Journal of Mime Science Volume 1. All right. Let's buy that. Volume 2, still too pricey for me. Is that the good one? Quiet Determination. Quiet Determination. That's muscle. Yeah, it's pricey, but I'm going to buy it. All right. Journal of Mime Science, Volume 4. Yeah, and Journey of Mime Science, Volume 5. And the Journal of Mime Science, Volume 6. Or Mime's Science. Mime Science. Can't afford. I'm just short. Maybe I'll make another book today and be able to sell it and be able to buy that one. But let's check out the books I did buy and use them up. So recent items. Where are my Journal of Mime Science? Oh, before that, I should also buy mushroom fermenting solution so I can ferment that mushroom. So mushroom fermenting solution, which is pricey, but I'm doing this for Crimbo. Alright, let's make a cocktail. Mushroom fermenting solution and nega mushroom. Let's make that drink first. So I got those nega mushrooms that were a hole in space-time. Some people believe that a grape is the opposite of a mushroom, but they're wrong. A grape is the opposite of the nega grape. This is awesome booze. That gives me double negative vision. 100% item drops from monsters. You can see part of the way into the negative space that the Silent Army lives in. As a side effect, it allows you to see around the corners and behind solid objects in the real world. You're also drunk. What are kroners for? Oh, when they're... So, the time twitching tower will appear here on the side when the makers of KOL are streaming. It's a zone that's only appears the day of and the day after they stream, and they live stream making floors for the tower, and kroners are used for buying goods from that. Alright, so let's check out the Journal of Mime Science Volume 1. This journal collects articles published by the elf researchers from Tammy's R&D tent. This volume is about the techniques mimes use to move unseen as well as unheard. So let's learn that. You read up on the mime hunting techniques. Not mime hunting techniques, but hunting techniques used by mimes. Gain Silent Hunter. Your prey will never hear what heard them, and this gives me 25% combat initiative when I use it. Let's read the Journal of Mime Science Volume 2. You grit your teeth and learn a thing or two about determination. Acquired skill, quiet determination. You know how to keep your mouth shut and your nose to the grindstone and your eyes on the prize. Quiet determination. You're committed to doing whatever it is right now. Muscle, 25%. That's really good. And Journal of Mime Science Volume 4. You read the book and silently glare at it. Acquire the skill Silent Treatment. Somebody thinks they can decide what kind of damage you can do to them. Well, you got news for them. Actually, you've got no news for them. Who would be pleased to tell them I've got no news for them? Give your enemy the silent treatment, letting them know you don't care about the resistances. I'm going to try that next fight. And Journal of Mime Science Volume 5. Acquire skill, Silent Knife. This journal collects articles published by the elf researchers from Tammy's R&D tent. The volume is an overview of the incredibly well-developed stabbing people without making noise technology, and one of the defining characteristics of mime society. Silent Knife. Damage your foe with your best knife, briefly stunning them. Wait a tick. 1, 2. I already read 3, 4, 5. There should be one more, but there's another skill I'm missing. Deep Machine Tunnel. If you use the snow globe, you can access an area that is right here, the Deep Machine Tunnels. It allows you to collect abstractions, fight monsters that level to whatever level you are, so they're always good XP. It's a really interesting zone, and you can acquire a modern art picture frame, so you can make your own art. So these are the abstraction items. You paste them to the art, and you can make art and post it here. The elves are reenacting the artwork. All right, so you can make your own pixel art. You can do weird things. You can make eyeballs. You can make something that's very modern. Yeah. I always like... not that one, that's a link. This is my favorite. It's a pretty good one, I think. Deep machine tunnels are drugs. The drugs give you the drive to create art. Lots of kroners. See, the thing is, I'm behind. You're never gonna get enough kroners because every time it opens, they add more things to sell because they always make another floor. So that you never have enough of them because every time it happens, you never have enough kroners because they have more kroner sinks. So it depends what you want to buy, and just Google what kroner is and what you can buy with them. There's tons of stuff at this point. Alright, so I'm going to go... I'm going to take a look at my skills. Okay, quiet determination. Muscle plus 25%. Quiet judgment. Mysticality. Okay, so the last skill book will give me the... bonus to whatchamacallit. Quiet judgment replaces arched eyebrow of the archmage. Interesting. It replaces the last skill book gives me a 25% bonus to my agility, so I want to wait on that. I want to make the money so I can afford that. So let's farm some cheer. I should still be in my acquire meat outfit, so let's go back. In fact, I might have some meat inflating powder. Meat. No, I don't. No, it would be miscellaneous. Alright, meat stack. No. Empty meat tank, meat paste, meat stack. Meat inflating powder. Here we go. It gives me big prize, big bucks, plus 50% meat from monsters. Let's use 5 of those. And, sneeze. Sorry. Meat vortex. Steals meat from enemy. Ooh, I'll try using that. Okay. So let's go adventure. Hey, Gibbie! You're too late. We defeated the Silent Knight. We killed the horrible nightmare. So now we're just beating up on Cheerless Mime executives so we can get meat from them. Alright, so it was Meat Vortex that we were going to use on this enemy and see if we can steal meat from them. Alright. You unleash the meat vortex on your unsuspecting opponent. Meat begins to fly through the air from him to you. Gain 315 meat. That's a ton of meat. And so now I also wanted to try one of my new skills. Let's give him the silent treatment. You turn away from him, making it very clear that you don't care what kind of damage he thinks you're not allowed to do to them. He presses a button on invisible intercom and mimes from his invisible secretary to hold his call. Mimes from his invisible secretary to hold his calls. Your brain folds in on itself because of the nonsense of what you just saw. Lose 52 hit points. I'm going to use a New Age healing crystal. You know what? If I had that skill, the silent treatment, it would have made the boss a lot easier because he had a ton of resists. Let's kill this guy with a cannon. Cannon. Alright, he is defeated. And acquire crystalline cheer. And 5,379 meat. Okay, this is very lucrative with the filthy lucre. Alright, so I guess this is my victory lap for Crimbo. I've defeated everything, so just rob these mime executives. In fact, the next one I'm gonna tie him up with noodles and use the vortex on him a couple times, because that meat vortex is gonna get me some fat stacks. Where did that go? Meat vortex. Let's put that there. All right, meat vortex. Oh, I can only use one per enemy. Funny. Oh well. Noodles, vortex. Mortar shell, destroy. Alright, I'm getting this down to a science. So noodles, vortex, hurting crystal. Oops, I hit the wrong button. And he's destroyed. And I'm building back up my meat reserves, but I don't know. I hope to afford book 6. I'm sure I'll be able to afford book 6 by the end. I should be able to get enough crystal cheer so I can get one last book today. Oh, I lost. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was just hitting buttons. Let's heal myself with the tongue of the walrus. Tongue of the walrus. There we go. Okay, and now... Yeah, I should eat some Cheerios. Gonna eat some Cheerios. Cheer. Okay, next. Where's Cheerios? Do I not have Cheerios? I believe I'm out of Cheerios. Oh, I'm also forgetting to open the advent calendar. You guys, you gotta remind me to open that advent calendar more often. Alright, I punch out a section of the advent calendar and I got a tiny plastic mime soldier. This is a tiny plastic figurine of cheerless mime soldier. It's impossible to tell if the little gun actually shoots like real ones or not. Series 11C. This is 3 out of 5 common. Let's put that in the display case. And tiny plastic mime executive. This is a tiny plastic figure of cheerless mime executive. Little invisible bags of money not included. Or are they? Plus 4% meat from monsters. Ooh, going to equip that right now. That is gonna be useful. Mime. Not time cloak. Mime. Tiny plastic meat executive. Oh, it's an accessory. It's not better than the accessory I currently have, so we're going to put that on my display case. Alright, so back to the cheerless spire. When am I going to ascend again? Probably about 4 months from now. I'm kind of burning out on doing this, so I'm probably going to do a bunch of Batfellow episodes in a row. Batman gives you no... Like, it's very lucrative. You get very expensive stuff, but it doesn't affect your character. It doesn't help with the main quest. I'll probably bust this main quest out in a week, but I'm not actually going to ascend. Simply because I haven't streamed any high-level content. I still on this character. I want to stream getting the... I want to get my legendary epic weapon because I haven't done legendary epic weapon quest for this. I'm probably going to do some high level things which I don't normally do, and then Batfellow, and that's going to take a while if I go back to 1 or 2 times a week. So probably going to have to go back to 1 time a week. Yeah, Batfellow is really fun. Batfellow isn't super expensive anymore because I've got enough Batfellow comics saved up. I haven't used them all, but once you use 11 Batfellow comics, you get 1 free 1 a week. So you're subscribed to Batfellow forever. I bought them with money. I might have bought a couple of them with meat, but I think I bought most of them with money. No, might have bought them up. I think I bought them off. I think I bought about 50/50. I don't know. Did I ever get Uncle Buck's? Maybe I just bought them. Someone who used to watch me gave me the first one, and then I've been addicted to Batfell ever since. Batfell is really fun, and it is worth the price. The stuff you get from that you can sell for a lot. And it behooved me to do that before that falls out of standard, because the items you get from that are really good, but I doubt they'll sell as well once they're no longer standard. Alright, I was going to keep fighting mimes. Back to the Cheerless Spire. Let's tangle with noodles, use the meat vortex, and blast him with the cannon. Oh, it didn't kill him. And I lost. He busted out of the noodles. Awesome. Okay. Well, that teaches me not to pay attention. Tongue of the Walrus. Tongue of the Walrus. Tongue of the Walrus. Let's turn up my quiet judgment a couple times. Give myself some Manicotti meditation and boost my stats. Springy Fusily will help. And Silent Hunter will let me get the jump on them more. Alright. So let's try again. Cheerless Spire. Alright, I'm fighting a Cheerless Mime Executive. So, Noodles, Vortex, blast him. Alright, excellent. And, yep, this is how I choose to spend my Crimbo Eve. Blasting mimes with a cannon. How did you spend your Crimbo? Blowing up mimes. Gonna heal myself this time. I'm getting a ton of meat off these guys. I've already paid for that mushroom brew. Executive Mime Flask. Oh, I should drink one of those. Then get even more meat off of them. Noodles. Meat Sucker. Blast him. He's dead. Okay. Where is it? Recent items. Drink that Mime Flask. Alright, I've got Chief Executive Greed going. You know what? Isn't one of the Burrito brothers give me a blessing? The Deep Fat Friars? They give you one to meet? Flying Burrito brother would give me food drops. Familiar experience. Brother Smothers. Booze drops. Nope. Well, whatever. I'll get that blessing anyway. Alright, well, never mind. Doesn't matter. I've cleared out that part of the spire. Alright, well, I guess you guys can watch me if you want, but oh, wait, no! There's one more thing I have to do. I didn't get all the items from the, use up all my keys. I gotta use up my keys. Icy Vapo Inhaler. Well, it's too late. I already did it. But maybe tomorrow, if you remind me, I forgot that was a meat item that I bet it's really expensive right now, but it's probably still worth it. Alright, so I'm going to look up the, get some more mime gear. So, things are lagging. Okay, coordinate spreadsheet. Warehouse spading. Here we go. Okay, so I got the outfit, miming paraphernalia. Did I get the mime super serum? I'm gonna try to get the mime super serum. So the mime army super serum is 8, 8, 8. Let's loot that. Got some Mime Army Super Serum. This syringe is full of the chemicals the Silent Army uses in their combat mimes. Damage reduction, damage absorption, and HP maximum up 300%. That is some Super Serum indeed. I think I've gotten everything Do I have all the mime army insignias? I could always just get more camouflage kits, which is 1, 2, 3. And I could get some food. 11, 11, 11. Loot. Oh! Did it say I can only unlock one thing once? Okay. No, what? What did I... What, I don't know what you said no in response to. Does that remind me tomorrow? You're not going to remind me tomorrow? Also, what are you doing knowing Icy, Vapo, and Hailers? Aren't you a new player too? I feel like you're a new player. Are you or are you not? Once per room per person. You know, this is somehow intuitively, let's say. Okay, 1... Okay, 1, 1, 3. Miming gloves. Oh, I've used all my keys. No. Awesome, thank you. Black Beret fighters. No, that's not the ones I wanted to farm. I wanted to farm level 4. The Mime Oracles. Yep. Did I... I don't know. My dog is here. I'm gonna wish for some booze. Get some jack-o'-lantern beer up in this beer. You know, you're not Gibbie, okay? I can't hear you when you're talking to the TV. But Gibbie, I can hear you talking to the TV because you think I'm on Skype and you forgot I'm streaming. Are you even still there? Say something if you're still alive. New Age Healing Crystal. Boy, you don't know how much I love those New Age Healing Crystals. They're really fun. Fun on the bun. Alright, well, you guys can just watch me, but I'm kind of done. I think I've done the Crimbo stuff. I'm just gonna farm the whatever and read chat and pretend that I'm on time with things. Should check the cheer. How much cheer do I have? I have enough cheer to buy another book, and I'm gonna sell that book so you can watch me make money so I can buy my thing. Although, if you stay, I'm putting up the book right now, so if the book sells while I'm playing, I'll just buy the last one. See if there's a skill you get for having all 6 skills. So let's update the prices. Cheapest is that, so we'll sell this one for a 3. Whoop, let's see. Don't want to leave out a 0. Gotta have the most amount of zeros so I can get the amount. And then I'll have only lost like 6,000 meat this Crimbo. I gained a ton. I've gained like 1,500 meat this Crimbo. Or no, 15 million meat this Crimbo. But I've spent so much on books that I think I'm actually down maybe 3 million meat. Maybe down a little bit further than that. Crimbo was expensive for me. I could read the graffiti wall. I haven't done that today. There's a place that only you belong to, and by writing this, it helps me wish you. University of Loathing Research Institutes welcomes careful bitch and meat car drivers. Boy, that I was going to try to make a song, but that didn't work. Name and Yef. In my heart, in that place where all my precious memories and my most beautiful thoughts live. Oh, it wasn't a song. To Joshua, a special note for someone who deserves a special message. I'm writing this note because, hi, the warmest and most wonderful Christmas ever to you, who will always be special to me. So, I wonder what order this message was supposed to be read in. I don't know. What am I lucky about? That I'm coming out of Crimbo with some money? Or only several million in the hole? It's not hard. If you guys want to get a lot right now, buy 10 leaf clovers, or send me a message and I'll float you a loan for some 10 leaf clovers. And just use those 10 leaf clovers to get the cheer real fast. 10 leaf clovers give you a lot of cheer. Use them up on the 3rd level. If you don't have any, the secret is you need to use chewing gum on a string. And once you have all of the starting gear of all the classes, so like I didn't have that disco mask, so I acquired it. But once you have enough, every time you use a chewing gum on the string, if you don't have any worthless items, see, chewing gum on the string has a list of items, and you're equal likely to get any of those items unless you already have those items, because if you have those items, it won't give you a new one. So if you do not have any worthless items on you, then you're guaranteed to get worthless items as long as you have one of everything else, or at least one of everything else. Then you can trade in your worthless items to the hobo, assuming you bought, the hermit, if you bought a hermit permit. And the hermit permit will allow you to buy some 10 leaf clovers a day. So, like right now, I traded 3 useless items, which meant I had 3 useless items. So if I were to use my chewing gum on a string today, and there are 3 types of worthless items, if I were to use it again 2 times, I'm guaranteed to get those worthless items I just used. So let's use it twice. And there you go. I got 2 worthless items. I got a worthless Giga and a worthless trinket, which has no value except to the hermit, who will trade them for things. And so if I come back tomorrow, I can trade more for clovers, and then I can use chewing gum on the string to acquire more worthless items. Which means you get at least 3 clovers a day for after your initial investment. Chewing gum and strings only 50 meat, so 50 meat each. They're fairly cheap. And I need to actually assemble more clovers. So we'll use 25 clovers. Alright, so I've got 25 clovers now. I will go to level 2. And see, I get those crystalline cheer. And it looks like the message isn't changing, but I'm actually hitting refresh. I'm getting 25 cheer each time I'm doing this. And just keep getting 25 cheer over and over and over. See, there you go. Easy cheer farming. That level 2 is easy, easy, easy. And it looks like it used about 20 of my clovers. So, that's cool. And then, of course, I can farm mimes normally. And they're going to get me stuff. And you only get, like, some cheer. If you boost your non-combats, you get more cheer as well. Yeah. Okay, so do you need me to explain that again? I thought you were a KOL noob. But you do know stuff, like the Icy Vapo Inhaler, which is like an extremely rare drop, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, you throw me off with some of the stuff you know. Yeah, do you want me to go back over a little bit slower how you acquire stuff from the Hermit? Like, I'd be willing to send you a bunch of clovers if you'd like, and then you can just pay me back with clovers whenever you get clovers. Because now that you know, or at least know you can look up a way to get easy clovers every day, you can start farming them. Clovers are really good if your character doesn't have a lot of skills, because they can guarantee you certain adventures. And they can get you some fun stuff early game. You can use them for cooking. I got in the habit of farming a lot of them when I was making lucky eggs, which is it was like the Wonder Ball. No, what's the toy that's illegal in the United States? It's candy. It's a toy. Is it called Wonder Ball? Gibbie, you know what I'm talking about. You're not allowed to buy them, but they sell them at the bodega down the street. They're illegal technically. Anyway, it's a chocolate toy with a like it's there's a toy inside a chocolate egg, And so you eat the chocolate egg and you get the toy inside. But someone in United States, their kid just ate the egg and didn't realize there was a toy inside, and unfortunately they died. Kinder eggs, that's what they're called. So you can, one of the uses of clovers is to cook Kinder eggs. Yeah, they're not legal in the United States. Which people complain about it, but whatever. I understand not being allowed to put an edible item inside an edible item meant for children. How do you get skills? I only have salsa ball. Wait, seriously, you don't have any skills? Ponotato, I thought you knew how to play the game. What kind of class are you? Whatever class you are. So, Department of Shadowy Arts and Crafts has skills. I did not make the bitch and meat car this time. You could either make the bitch and meat car, or you can buy a bus pass. I bought a bus pass this time. Heal in Canada. How do you get skills? I only have salsa balls. Yeah, Kinder Surprise eggs are illegal in Canada. So wait, are you trying to ask how to get skills? Or not? Are you joking? Because you go to your class place and they'll say class skills. Yep. Well, depending on what you are. Brother, the Smackdowns for muscle classes and Shadow Department of Arts and Crafts is for agility classes. Legal in Canada. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about people complain about United States being a nanny state and you don't have you can't do certain things, but I mean there's a lot of stuff you can do in the United States. So let's buy 3 of those, 4 of those, buy some Cheerios. Alright, let's eat them. Eat my Cheerios. And I could buy some more Cheerios. Let's drink the wine. But I am incredibly drunk, so I cannot keep adventuring today. Go back to Tammy's camp and let's buy another Cheerios. I just noticed something. About Tammy's camp. So when you go to Tammy's camp, the R&D tent, you know, it's got the satellite dish and the wind speed and the TV antenna. But if you go back to the right side of the tracks, kind of looks like a reindeer heads. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I think it looks like a cute little reindeer head. Yes, I know I can keep on adventuring. I'm not quite fully drunk yet. But I've got stuff to do today. I've got more than one family I'm balancing for Crimbo celebrations. So I actually need to go take care of that. Drink another Executive Mind Flask. There we go. There, I'm super drunk. Because I need to balance more than one Crimbo family. So I'm cooking for this one, but I'm abandoning this family, and then I'm going to go to another one. And I'm running out of time to do that, so I have to go. But thank you guys for watching me. You guys should either be with your families, or if you don't have any, send me an email, and we'll try to hang out sometime. But not in the... Oh! You were paying attention to my meat, and I wasn't! Thank you for being on the ball there, buddy. My book sold, so now I can buy the book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, that means a lot to me. It was called Mime. It's called Mime. I was on page... Oh, there we go. Journal of Mime Science Volume 6. And it dropped in price. It dropped in price a ton. Oh, man. All right, let's buy it. Volume 6. It was 3 million meat earlier, and now it's only 2,400,000. So let's use that book. Journal of Mime Science Volume 6. You read the book, even though deep down you know you don't deserve the knowledge. Acquired skill, quiet desperation. Ah, you feel insecure, just like everybody else, but you know how to hide it. Quiet desperation. Desperation unexpressed is desperation unobserved. Oh man, that's too close to home. Oh. If you guys want to know how to make money, like long term, sell the books you can get now. Buy the books when you think they're the cheapest, and then save them for about a couple of months, and then put them back up in the mall. The prices will shoot back up. I'm kind of guaranteeing that the prices are going to come to a trough, and then they're going to shoot right back up. So, yeah. After Crimbo, when they become unavailable. Same with the letters. I honestly, I feel a little bad. I've got some meat left over. Like, I feel like I should buy a bunch of those letters and then turn them in so we can find out what the final letter thing is. Because I don't think players are farming the letters enough to figure out what they are. But who knows? Maybe people will get together. I don't have time. Let's hope someone's got the time. But I gotta go. Happy Crimbo. Thank you guys for watching. Means a lot to me. Yeah. And have a good one. Oh my gosh, I thanked the wrong person for telling me I had the meat. Thank you, Dank Mames. Without your Dank Mames, how would I know that never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down? Okay? I mean, I without Mames, where would we be? Okay? We would never know about society. Just leave you guys with this. Enjoy your Crimbo. Have a good time.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I feel commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down.
Oh crap, I'm still